Welcome back to EVS class. Today we are going to learn the new topic as blow hot, blow cold. Blow means yes, push out the air from mouth. So let us begin the topic with a small story. Ready to hear? Let's hear. This story is written by Zakir Hussain, our former President of India. There was a woodcutter. Every day in the morning, he used to go to the forest to cut wood. In the evening, he would sell the wood in the city. One day, he went deep into the forest. It was a very cold winter. His fingers were becoming numb. Every now and then, the woodcutter would put down his axe and bring his hands close to his mouth. Then he would blow hard on them to warm them. While he was cutting wood, Mian Balisti was watching him from a corner. Mian Balisti saw that the woodcutter kept blowing on his hands. He began to wonder what all that was about. So he decided to ask to the woodcutter. He went to the woodcutter and asked, "Hello brother, if you don't mind, can I ask you something?" Seeing this tiny person, the woodcutter was amazed and amused. But he hid his smile and said, "Of course, ask what you want to." He asked, "All I want to ask is, why do you blow from your mouth onto your hands?" The woodcutter replied, "It is too cold. My hands are frozen, so I blow on them to warm them up a little." Mian Balisti nodded, and with that he moved off. But he stayed nearby and kept a close watch on him. Soon it was afternoon. The woodcutter began to make lunch. He picked up 2 stones and made a chulha. He lit a fire and put a small pot filled with the potatoes to boil. The wood was damp, so the woodcutter bent down and blew on the fire to help it burn. Balisti was watching him from a distance. He said to himself, "There he goes again, blowing from his mouth. Does fire come out of his mouth?" The woodcutter was feeling very hungry. He took out a potato from the pot. He tried to eat, but the potato was too hot. He again began to blow on it. After blowing a few more on it, the woodcutter put it in his mouth and began to eat it. Mian was surprised to see all this, so he went to ask the woodcutter about it. He asked to the woodcutter, "Hello brother, if you don't mind, can I ask you a question again?" The woodcutter replied, "Not at all, ask whatever you want." Mian Balisti said, "This morning you told me that you blew on your hands to warm them up. Now you are blowing on this potato, which is already so hot. Why do you want to make it hotter?" The woodcutter replied, "No, my little friend, this potato is too hot. I am blowing on it to cool it down." When he heard this, Mian's face became white. He began to tremble with fear and started to back away. The woodcutter was a good man. He said, "What's wrong, Mian? Are you trembling because of the cold?" But Mian kept going backwards. When he was safe a distance away, he said to himself, "What kind of a creature is this? Surely he must be a ghost or jinn. Blow hot, blow cold with the same breath? It's just not possible." That is right, there are some things which just cannot be, but they are. Did you hear the story? Yes, but I have doubt there. Can you solve it? Okay. He blew to warm the fingers and cool the potatoes. He blew cold and blow hot in same breath. How it is possible? Can you tell? No. But you have to find yourself by doing this activity. Are you ready to do? Okay. So, you have to keep your hands close to your mouth. See this like. Then blow hard on it. Does the air from your mouth feel hot or cold? Yes, it is hot. Why? When we blow hard from our mouth onto our hands, the air from our mouth feels hotter as compared to the air around. Now, you can keep your hands once more at a distance. See this like. Now, blow again. Does the air from your mouth feel warm or cold? Yes, it is colder. Why this happens? This happens because the air travels some distance and gets mixed up with the air around. Now look at the pictures. She is blowing into the tea to cool it. She is blowing her hands to warm them. For what are the things do you blow air from your mouth? Yes, we blow air from our mouth to clean spectacles, to whistle, to blow the flute, etc. So, let us see in detail. Have you seen someone blowing on their spectacles to wipe them clean? How does the air from the mouth help in cleaning the spectacles? Yes, we have seen many people blowing on his spectacles to wipe them clean. The air blown from the mouth is hotter than the glass of the spectacles. The air blown from the mouth also contains moisture. When the moisture touches the colder glass surface, it turns into the fine water droplets. These water droplets help in cleaning the glass. Can we make a paper whistle? Ready? Okay. Take a piece of paper 12 cm long and 6 cm wide. Fold the paper into half. Tear it off a little in the center to make a small hole. From both the sides, fold the paper upwards. Hold the paper between your fingers and put it to your mouth. Blow on it and hear the whistle. Blow gently and also blow hard and make different sounds. You can make whistles with the different things. For examples, wrapper of a toffee, leaf, balloon, the cap of pen, etc. I'm going to play sounds of some musical instruments right now. Can you recognize the musical instruments with closed eyes? Ready? Then you can close your eyes and hear. Which musical instrument is this? Yes, flute. Which one is this? Yes, bean. So, we need to blow for playing this musical instruments. Have you ever counted your breath in 1 minute? No? Can you do now? How do you count? See, put your finger under your nose. Can you feel any air when you breathe out from your nose? Yes, we can feel the air when we breathe out from our nose. Now you can count how many times in 1 minute do you breathe in and breathe out. Did you count? Yes. How many times in a minute you got it? Yes, 20 times, almost 20 times. Now you can jump 30 times Did you jump? Yes. Did you feel breathless? Yes, we feel breathless. Now again count how many times in 1 minute you breathe in and out. Did you count? Yes. How many times you got it? Yes, 30 times. So what was the difference in your count before and after jumping? It shows that jumping increased our rate of breathing. Have you seen a doctor using stethoscope to listen to our chest? What do you think she hears? Here she hears our heartbeat. Can we make a stethoscope now? Ready? So let's see. Take a rubber tube as long as the distance from your shoulder to your elbow. At one end of the tube, fix a funnel. Place the funnel on the left side of your chest. Put the other end of the tube to your ear. Listen carefully. You can hear the sound of heartbeat. This is all in this topic. See you next class. Bye bye.